Prashant Aswani here with JamPlay.com. I'm going to give you guys a sneak peek into my new series where I wrote 15 tracks exclusive to JamPlay. These tracks include all the rhythms and all the melodies and solos, as well as just the backing track without melodies and solos. I will be teaching you all the rhythms and the melodies so that you guys can play along with the tracks and create your own melodies and solos along with them. In this short lesson, I'm going to show you one of the main riff rhythm parts for the song Blue Sky, exclusively on JamPlay. So you guys watched and heard me play the main riff section for Blue Sky. In this section, I utilize a couple of different techniques that I want to start out showing you. I use hybrid picking, however, it's not single note. So I use a pick and both my fingers, and I play the chords simultaneously. Now the way I get that is I use kind of a snap motion with my right hand. So the chord is going to be on the D string, the G string, and the B string. With the D string, I'm going to use the pick. With the G and the B string, I'm going to use my middle finger and ring finger accordingly. I'm going to arpeggiate it so you guys can see individually what it is that I'm doing. So pick on the D string, middle finger G string, which is open, and ring finger on the B string. Okay, so this is how I play the rhythm. And I oftentimes start with hitting the root note. Keep the root note sustained. So in time. So it's a kind of a pivot motion that I use. So it's pick, pluck, pluck, pick, pluck, pluck, pick, pluck, pluck, pick, pluck, pluck. And that rhythm transfers over to all the chords changes in the actual progression. So let me play it slowly for you. So I want you to notice that I keep this note static throughout, and the root changes, and it changes chromatically towards the end of the passage. And I keep the G string open. So these notes, the G, the open G, and the third fret on the B string will stay the same throughout the first half of the entire part of the progression. So what I'm doing is I'm changing the movement on the root. And that is going to require you to change the positioning of your hand. So let's try that again slowly. Okay, in that I played the entire progression, so let me show you the second half. The second half starts out exactly the same, except I keep the same shape with my left hand and I move it down a whole step. And then I play this, and then a C to a B flat. Utilizing the same technique where I pick the bottom root and pluck the B and the G string, the top two notes of the chord. So once again, For the final time, here's the progression. To learn the rest of this song, including the melodies, and for 14 other songs, go to JamPlay.com to check out the rest of my series.